everyone. This informative speech is about the Titanic, and the title of the speech is Inside the Titanic. An American writer named Morgan Robertson wrote a book called The Wreck of the Titanic. The book was about an unsinkable ship called the Titan that set sail from England to New York with many rich and famous passengers on board. On its journey, the Titanic hit an iceberg in the North Atlantic and sunk. Many lives were lost because there were not enough lifeboats. So what is so strange about this? Well, the wreck of the Titanic was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. I have been fascinated by the history of the Titanic as long as I can remember. I have read and studied my collection of books about the Titanic many times and have done research on the internet. From disaster to the movie, the sinking of the Titanic remains one of the most famous tragedies in history. First, I will discuss the Titanic itself. Second, I will discuss the sinking of the ship. Finally, I will discuss the movie that was made about the Titanic. The Titanic was thought to be the largest, safest, most luxurious ship ever built. According to Jeffrey Tibbles, in his 1997 book, The Titanic, The Extraordinary Story of the Unsinkable Ship, the Titanic was 882 feet long and weighed about 46,000 tons. The beautiful accommodations of the Titanic were decorated and furnished with only the finest items. According to a quotation from Shipbuilders magazine that is included in Peter Thresh's 1992 book Titanic, everything has been done in regard to the furniture and fittings to make the first class accommodations more than equal to that provided in the finest hotels on shore. Fine parlor suites located on the ship consist of a sitting room, 2 bedrooms, 2 wardrobe rooms, a private bath, and lavatory. The Titanic was widely believed to be the safest ship ever built. Tibbles, as previously cited, described the Titanic as having an outer layer that shielded an inner layer, a double bottom that was created to keep water out of the ship if the outer layer was pierced. The bottom of the ship was divided into 16 water-light compartments equipped with automatic watertight doors. Now that I've discussed the Titanic itself, I will now discuss the tragedy that occurred on its maiden voyage. The Titanic hit disaster head-on when it ran into an iceberg 4 days after its departure. The beginning of the maiden voyage was mostly uneventful. Tibbles stated that the ship departed from Queenstown in Ireland at 1 p.m. on April 10, 1912, destined for New York. The weather was perfect for sailing. There was blue sky, light winds, and a calm ocean. The journey took a horrible turn when the ship struck an iceberg and began to sink. In the book Titanic, an Illustrated History from 1992, Lynch explains that the collision occurred at 11:40 p.m. on Sunday, April 14th. According to Robert Ballard's 1988 book, Exploring the Titanic, the largest part of the iceberg was underwater. As the ship went down, some were rescued, but the majority of passengers had no place to go. Thresh stated that there were only 20 lifeboats on the ship. This was only enough for about half of the 2,200 people that that were on board. Now that I've learned about the history of Titanic, I will discuss the movie that was made about it. A movie this depicting excuse me a movie the Titanic and a group of fictional characters was made. The movie was written, produced, and directed by James Cameron. According to Marsh and James Cameron's Titanic from 1997, Cameron set out to write a film that would bring the event of the Titanic to life. Cameron conducted 6 months of research to compile a highly detailed timeline so that the film would be realistic. The making of the Titanic was extremely expensive and involved much hard work. According to a 1998 article from the Historical Journal of Films, Radio and Television, Kramer stated that the film had a $250 billion budget. A full-size replica of the ship was constructed in Baja California, Mexico, in a 17 million gallon oceanfront tank. The movie was extremely successful. Kramer reported the Titanic made approximately $600 billion in the U.S., making it in the number one movie of all time. It made approximately $1.8 billion worldwide and is also the number one movie of all time worldwide. So my conclusion is today I discussed the Titanic itself. Second, I discussed the second of the ship. Finally, I discussed the movie that was made about the Titanic. In conclusion, remember the wreck of the Titanic, the story written 14 years before the Titanic sank. It now seems as if it was an eerie prophecy or a case of life initiation art. Whatever the case, the loss of lives on the Titanic was tremendous, and it's something that should never be forgotten. I hope y'all enjoy my speech, even though I had little slip ups. So I hope you enjoy. Hope y'all have a good night. God bless.